Okay, Ma, you call him this time. Look, I already know what he's going to say. I'm not lost. I'm just looking for the Walmart. My ma yells from the other room that she's already on the phone and that I have to call my pops. I'm starting to get pissed at this point. Because it's the 5th time this week that my dad has just taken the car and forgot where the fuck he was going. And it's just Tuesday. My dad answers the phone. Damn it, Dad, where are you? Looking for Walmart. Dad, no one sent you to the grocery store. I can hear the depression in his silence. Dad, just come home. He said, okay, I'm on the way. But for some reason, I don't think he is. Sometimes in life, events occur that fracture the very foundation on which we stand. And our lives as we know it are forever changed, and we are faced with an unexpected struggle. The struggle of holding on or letting go. That is the very nature of Alzheimer's. One of the toughest things in life to do is to watch someone slip away. The feelings of denial, bargaining, anger, and depression and acceptance are some of the toughest emotions to face when dealing with a loved one being there, but not really being there. However, author Marlon James argues that we might feel frustrated when a loved one shows mental or physical illness, but it is through these moments that we must remember the person they once were is still within. This is for my father. Driving Scared by Marlon James. So if you haven't guessed at this point, my life is a giant ball of shit. Yeah, my dad has onset Alzheimer's. Now, when he first started showing the signs, the family just ignored them because really, who wants to believe that their father or their husband can't remember what day of the week it is every day of the damn week? Now, look, we have no time for it, and my agenda goes as follows. I'm 29 years old. I stay at home with moms and pops. I have 2 jobs, and I'm a senior in college. Look, I felt you laugh as you read that line. It ain't funny. It's actually really fucking sad. So I'm a waiter at Gaddy Town. I fucking hate kids. And I'm a bartender down there at Lucky's Pool Hall. And I fucking hate pool. But it's the best I can do, and my family needs all the help we can get. And me being the oldest and not on drugs, I take on that beautiful responsibility. My phone begins to ring. It's my dad. And he's telling me that he's lost. Okay, Dad, do you see anything around you like a store, a restaurant, or anything? He says he doesn't see anything and that he just ran out of gas. Okay, well, do you remember the last thing you saw? A sign, a store, a chicken crossing the road, anything? He says the last thing he saw was a sign that read, Houston, 36 miles. We live in Dallas. Dad, just stay in the car, okay? Call the police, and me and Mom are on the way. So me and my mom get in the car, and the silence is about as thick as one of Rosie O'Donnell's thighs. And I try to break it by saying, hey, Mom, tell me a story about me and Pops when I was a kid. Most of which I've already heard before, but hey, who doesn't love a good father-son story, right? Then my mom tells me about the time I ran away from my pops. And at this point in the story, I feel obligated to tell you that story, so here it is. I was 6 and my dad was old. Just old, always have been, always will be. But he's always been strong as an ox. And we were in Michigan at this fancy mall, the likes of which my 6-year-old self has never seen. And they had escalators that went from the bottom floor all the way up to the top. So I take off. But instead of going up the escalators that was going up, I went up the escalators that was going down. But I get to the top, jump off, yay. Then I turn around and I see my father struggling. I'm talking about knocking old women over and everything. But he finally gets to the top, only for his pants to get caught in the machine. Now, not only did he tear the machine, but he lost his pants and part of his underwear in the process. Good times. This just goes to show that my father is willing to do anything for his children. And now I'm making a vow to do the same thing for him. So me and my mom pull over to tell my dad that we just reached a sign that read Houston 56 miles. I asked him, have the police arrived? He says no, and I am not surprised. Okay, Dad, just stay where you are. Me and Mom are really close, okay? So me and Mom finally reached the sign that read Houston 36 miles. And I instantly start looking for a blue truck. It's going to be easy to find. It's practically a family member. So as I begin to drive, I begin to see flashing blue lights. What looks like 2 police cars, and that is definitely my father's blue truck. So we pull over, and me and my mom get out the car. Hey, Dad, is everything okay? He says nothing. Then the police officer responds by saying, yes, everything is fine. Then my dad tells me that they are just checking the car to make sure that it's not stolen and that there aren't any drugs in it. And I can hear the fear in my father's voice. You know what's really fucked up? My dad called them. Yet they're the ones treating him like he committed a fucking crime. So I look at the police officer and I say, sir, look. He tries to interrupt me and I say, no, just listen. All right, look, my father is lost. Okay, he called me and I told him to call you because I thought just maybe you would understand. But obviously you only see the color of my father's skin. Now, sir, look, my father, he ran out of gas. Okay, he has Alzheimer's and he's scared. Look, man, you are just adding more shit to all of our lives. Dad, just come get in the car. Just come get in the car. We'll be back for our truck. And not even a mile into the drive, I could hear my father crying. Not much. But just enough to know that today was the lowest point of his life. Hey, Dad. Look, I need you to be strong, okay? Okay, look, for me. My father tells me that his strong days are over. And that I'm the one that's got to be strong for him. Okay, well, look. Well, since I got to be the strong one, look, you got to tell me a story about when I was a kid. How about the one with the escalators?